Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Stevens, and it is Friday, December 4th, and this is your math lesson. Now, one thing that before we get started, I want to point out to you is there are lesson slides, and then there's this. You do have a quiz today on area and perimeter, okay? The quiz is on Mastery Connect. Now, I am not actually going to make you sign out of your computer this time. This time, you are allowed to just click directly on the link to get to Mastery Connect. And here is your test ID. But before you do that, we need to review a little bit. And as always, if you cannot find your student username for Mastery Connect, you send me a message on GoGuardian. Okay? So let's practice first. Here we go. So one real world connection that you can always make with especially area is wrapping Christmas presents because you want enough paper to cover the entire gift. And to figure out how much paper you need for the entire gift, you're kind of figuring out the area of the gift because you want to cover the entire thing. So let's look at our example here. Miss Stevens was wrapping Christmas presents and cut a piece of wrapping paper off her roll. She cut a piece that was 10 inches long and 4 inches wide. What is the area of the piece of wrapping paper Miss Stevens cut? Okay. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to think about what I know about area, okay? I'm also going to try to find some information in here that is going to be important for me. So I know that I cut a piece that was 10 inches long and 4 inches wide. And I know that they want me to find the area, okay? So since I know they want me to find the area, I got to think about how do I find the area, okay? So when I think about area, oh, wrong thing here. Thought I had that fixed, sorry. When I think about area, I think about multiplying the length times the width. And we have talked about that and practiced that many, many times. So for area, I do length times width, and that will give me the area, okay? Now in this problem, it's pretty straightforward. It says that my piece was 10 inches long, so 10 times and 4 inches wide, 4. And that is going to give me 40 inches, and you guessed it, squared, or square inches is fine as well. Either one is fine. And remember, area squarea, okay? Area squarea. When you give the area of something, it must always have squared with it, okay? Your answer always has to have square inches or square centimeters or inches squared or centimeters squared, whatever your unit is, must give it in squared units, okay? And let's look at this one. Gabriella loves to bake. She was baking Christmas cookies and needed to buy a pan that was big enough. The pan she picked out was 7 inches long and 5 inches wide. What was the perimeter of the pan Gabriella picked out? So, again, I'm going to start off with finding some keywords here. Gabriella needs to bake, find a pan that's big enough. Now, that's great to know, but that's not going to help me solve the problem. So, here we go. 7 inches long and 5 inches wide. And they want me to find the perimeter. Now, that is a different process than finding the area. I know that when I'm trying to find the perimeter, that perimeter is side plus side plus side plus side. Okay. And that's what my perimeter is. Now, since my my baking pan is a rectangle, something that I can do is I can use a sticky note and label it. So I'll just say this is my pan. Okay. So I'm going to put that there. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to label this pan. I'm going to label the sides. I'm going to actually add some text boxes. Okay. So I know that there's 4 sides. So here's one text box. And here's a text box. I'll move this over a little bit. I'll move it over. Here's one. And here's one. Okay. So let's see. It said it was 7 inches long and 5 inches wide. So I'm going to put this as 7 inches. And I know this one is 7 inches because if that one's 7 inches, this one's 7 inches. And then it says it's 5 inches wide. So what happened to my, there it is. 5. And if this one's 5, I know this one's 5. Okay. So now, since I know all the lengths of each side, I just need to add them together. That's all I need to do. So I'm going to go back to this text box, hit enter, and I'm going to add all the sides together. 7 plus 5 plus 7 plus 5. Now, I'm going to use some friendly numbers here. I know 5 and 5 is 10. So if I know that, then I can also say that 7 and 7 is 14. So I would do 10 and 14 to make 24 inches. Now, because this is perimeter, I don't do square, okay? Area, squarea, not perimeter. Perimeter is just inches, okay? So now we have the perimeter of this pan that Gabriella is using to cook. So now what you're going to do is you're going to show what you know about area and perimeter. Your quiz has 6 questions. Take the time to mark things, to write things down, okay? Don't try to use everything. Remember that you can put you can use calculator, okay? And I will include I'll put the calculator link on the daily slides so that you can get to it quickly. And that's why I'm not going to have you completely sign out of your computer, because I know that you want to use that calculator tool, okay? So best of luck, and I hope this helps.